Dear fellow engineers, this is a continuation of our bridge geometry design course. Remember our statement that a good engineer is one who completes data collection, data processing, and data analysis before moving on to the actual design of the specific facility. You will recall that we concluded with the ground survey, then proceeded with a general knowledge of the traffic survey. Today, we officially start on how to process the traffic data obtained from the traffic survey. Dear engineer, before you start processing your data, prepare a table according to the days you conducted the traffic count. Personally, I recommend not less than 7 days. Ensure your table includes a commercial vehicle part and a non-commercial vehicle part if you want to do geometry design, but you can use only the commercial part if you are doing structural design. Therefore, since our training is in geometry design, we must have both parts. You can conduct the count during both night and day, but often these manual traffic counts are done only during the day. Therefore, conducting it only during the day is not a problem. There is a conversion factor you can use to convert your data from 12 hours to 24 hours. However, you can also generate your own custom factor by doing simple research on the road. You are now welcome. Let us start processing our data step by step. And for now, we will begin by filling our traffic data into our table. As we can see here, our table is for 7 days of the dry season during the daytime, so we need traffic data for 7 days. Let us now start filling the commercial vehicles part. Fill all heavy vehicle according to their respective type and number of axles. You can fill them in one after another or copy and paste if they have already been well prepared. You can add an automatic summation row to your table to simplify the work for next steps. Do the same for the non-commercial vehicle part, that is, the light traffic side. Therefore, fill in your data as usual, either one by one or by pasting. Therefore, I will paste here because I already have the data, and it has been well prepared and arranged to match with this data processing table. So now, we have both commercial and non-commercial vehicles data. Because of this, we can start processing this data to get what we need. It's important to remember that for geometry design, the first thing we need is the design class, DC, while for structural design, we will need the traffic load class, TLC. However, it's important for my fellow engineers to understand that sometimes, even when we are doing geometry design, we will be compelled to look for both the design class, DC, and the traffic load class, TLC, to be certain without any doubt about the road in question, whether it is low volume or high volume. This is by satisfying both criteria, that is having an ADT at mid-design life less or equal to 400 vehicles per day for low volume, otherwise, it will be considered high volume. And at other times, to ascertain that this road has a traffic load class less or equal to 1 for low volume, otherwise, it will be considered high volume. If you didn't include a summation row, you can add it now. Create a summation row, then sum the first column, thereafter drag the first column sum to get summation of all columns under the sum row. Average daily traffic, ADT, is calculated by dividing the total number of traffic passing a specific point or segment of a road by the number of days over which traffic was counted. Therefore, to obtain the ADT here, we will take our summation row and divide it by 7 days, which are the number of days we used in our traffic count. So now, we will create our formula here, by taking our summation row divided by 7, starting with placing an equal sign, then B14 divided by 7. Then drag to cover the formula to all columns for getting ADT for all types traffics. It should be noted that the ADT we obtained here is for 12 hours, specifically the daytime ADT or ADT 12. Therefore, it is necessary to apply a conversion factor to obtain the 24-hour ADT, which represents all 24 hours of a full day, encompassing both day and night. First, it should be understood that it's not appropriate to make judgments based on traffic counts conducted during daytime only. It is not reasonable to apply an unreasonable conversion factor from ADT 12 to ADT 24. Therefore, it is wise to conduct your own research on your specific road. However, for low-volume roads, it is challenging to obtain accurate results. Hence, experts have conducted various short-term and long-term research and identified that the conversion factor for low-volume roads ranges between 1.33 to 1.5. Therefore, using 1.33 is okay. After setting our conversion factor, we can now calculate the ADT 24 by multiplying ADT 12 by the conversion factor. Once you obtain the ADT 24, you will have significantly minimized the error caused by the daily traffic characteristics, leaving only one type of error known as seasonal error. This refers to the variation in moving traffic between the dry and wet seasons. Let's finalize the task by setting the formula for converting ADT 12 to ADT 24. Here we have completed converting ADT 12 to ADT 24. Now we need to focus on eliminating the seasonal error. Now, to eliminate seasonal error, we need to have traffic data for both the dry and wet seasons, at least for 7 days in each season. To simplify things and having an effective Excel tool, we can just copy the Excel table that already has the formula set up. One will be for dry data and the other for wet data. Thereafter, we will remove the unrequired data in the wet table and input the relevant data so that the created formulas can generate the desired results. Let us now move together, step by step.
Bwana nashukuru, nimeona matendo yako kwangu yashangaza, yale ulosema umetenda, hivyo nashukuru. Unaweza. Bwana nashukuru, nimeona matendo yako kwangu yashangaza, yale ulosema umetenda, hivyo nashukuru. Unaweza.
It is the matter of true or false, I mean logically true or false. Therefore, let us move together. It should be remembered that a year has only 12 months and that it has two main seasons, dry and wet. Therefore, to set our formula correctly, we must agree on a logical condition of true or false. Our condition will be that the sum of dry months plus wet months should equal 12, otherwise, it is logically false.
matendo yako kwangu yashangaza, yale ulosema umetenda, hivyo na shukuru. Unaweza.
Kama watafuta mahali unaweza kujifunza engineering, na kama watafuta professionals wa civil engineering.
La 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 la. Unaweza. Hey, hey. La 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 la. Unaweza.
Don't miss the next session where we will focus on setting the formula to integrate ADT24 dry and ADT24 wet to get ADT24. Thereafter, convert ADT24 to ADT, which will be used to determine the road class DC and how to calculate generated and diverted traffic.